Praise the Lord. My name is Mike Perez. I known Zeke for about 35 years, plus years, and we grew up together in Victoria, Texas, where his father pastored for many years, Pastor Barron Sr. And we lived a good life there in Victoria. It was a wonderful time that all the memories we created there, in church and just enjoying ourselves there in youth. Growing up with Zeke as a youth was extremely fun. We did a lot of things before the term youth pastor was popular. He was our youth pastor. All the young people looked to him for vision, for direction, and he always had something planned for the youth. And I appreciated the vision and the time and the selfless acts that he would do for us. Zeke was a person of influence. He was a person that would give himself wholeheartedly to everything that he did, and he would see things through. And so he was fun to grow up with. I remember specifically when we were traveling down 59 there in Victoria, Highway 59, we get pulled over by a state trooper. And I'm thinking to myself, man, this is, we're all going to get in trouble. We were going above the speed limit. I'm not going to tell you how fast we were going, but we were going above the speed limit. And when the whole thing was said and done, Zeke had talked himself out of a ticket, and he got a warning. And, that's the type of person that Zeke was. He was a person that influenced others, and, was a person that gave of himself all the time. And so growing up with Zeke was great. We had a fantastic time to our adulthood life. I remember when he was getting ready to go to Texas Bible College here in Houston, Texas. He says, "Why don't you come with me to Houston and help me, get registered for Bible college?" I said, "Sure." So we came to Houston with him, and I think it was all part of his plan, though, because when we got here, he said, "Hey, we're staying for a service." We stayed for the service, and that day, Pastor Rose preached a message out of the book of Isaiah, chapter 22, and his message was "A nail in a sure place." I still remember vividly because that's where I really received the calling that I had on my life, and I felt like the Lord had called me that day to do something specific for His kingdom. We drove back to Victoria from Houston. Zeke and I didn't speak much, but he knew that it had impacted my life greatly. Fast forward to 2 weeks, he's getting ready to leave Victoria to Houston to attend Bible college, and he calls me and he says, "Hey, I'm about to leave. Why don't you come with me?" I felt so impacted by the service that we attended that I packed my bags and we moved to Houston. I came with him. My goal was to attend the University of Oklahoma and pursue an education there. But the Lord had different plans for us. So we attended Bible college. We were here for 4 years, and we made some great friends here at Texas Bible College. We had great professors, Brother King Gurley, Brother Macy, Brother Anderson, and we were under their direction. We just had a great time. We learned a lot. After that, obviously in our adulthood married life, the Lord called him to California, where he pastored a very vibrant, awesome church out there alongside his family. We stayed here in Houston and worked here for the Lord. And during these last couple of years, as some of you may know, my wife and I were going through some challenges with her health. She was diagnosed with leukemia, and when you're going through those times, you really need a good support system, friends that are there for you. And I can honestly say that Zeke was there for me every single time, that I would pick up the phone and call him. he always answered the phone, and always sending us texts of encouragement, scriptures, and he was there for us every step of the way. That is a true friend. Towards the latter part here in December of 2019, him and his family came down and spent Christmas with us, which I thought was very selfless act on his part. And he called me. He said, "Hey, we're going to come down and spend Christmas with you guys. We want to enjoy some time with you." And I felt a little bad because we were at the hospital a lot of the days, and he was like, "It doesn't matter. We'll go with you." And he was there for us. You know, he went with us to the hospital, to the appointments. He felt, you know, what we felt and what we were going through. You know, he was a very special person to us. You know, he helped us. You know, fast forward to February when my wife passed away. He was the first one there. He was actually on his way to fly somewhere else, and he called me and changed his plans to be here for the funeral, my wife's funeral, and just having him here support us, be here with us, it meant a lot. You don't really find friends like that too often. I'm gonna cherish every moment that we spend with him, every memory that we have, and I'll never forget, you know, what he did for us. I'm so grateful for that, and we'll continue to pray for his family, for his church, that God would bring peace and comfort to them and would help them during these times. God bless.